Welcome to the 5-Minute Prime Podcast. Quick, actionable tips to master personal finance and real estate investing. In just 5 minutes a day, we'll help you build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Hey, Prime investors, Martin Maxwell here, and welcome back to the 5-Minute Prime Podcast. This is episode 55. Do you ever look at your local real estate market and just feel stuck? Maybe prices are sky high, deals are incredibly scarce, or the cash flow numbers simply don't make sense for your investment goals. It's a common frustration, especially if you live in a very high cost of living area, like we talked about in episode 49 when we crunched the rent versus buy numbers. That feeling of being geographically boxed in can be incredibly limiting. Well, what if you could break free from those local constraints and tap into promising markets hundreds or even thousands of miles away? Today, we're diving into a book that provides a practical blueprint for exactly that. Long-Distance Real Estate Investing: How to Buy, Rehab, and Manage Out-of-State Rental Properties by David Greene. Greene, who impressively transitioned from a career as a police officer to become a very successful out-of-state real estate investor, argues that with the right systems, a solid team, and a data-first mindset, long-distance investing isn't just possible. It's a powerful strategy for building serious wealth. Let's explore some of the key takeaways. What really grabs you about Greene's book is how he directly challenges that old advice to only invest in your own backyard. He makes a compelling case that you should invest where it makes financial sense for you, based on your goals, not just where it's geographically convenient or comfortable. This philosophy essentially opens up the entire country as your potential investment playground, encouraging you to seek out markets that align with your criteria, whether that's strong price-to-rent ratios, solid job growth, or landlord-friendly laws. This really ties into the deep research we advocate for in episode 16. A huge early takeaway is his emphasis on data over gut feelings, especially when you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. He stresses that successful investors focus on numbers, while consumers often focus on emotions. This mindset shift is pivotal. Instead of being swayed by the comfort of proximity, Greene champions a rigorous data-driven approach, showing how thorough research and well-defined systems can dramatically reduce the perceived risks of investing from afar. He even uses a great crop analogy. Just like a farmer wouldn't try to grow peas in soil meant for corn, you shouldn't keep trying to force deals in a tough local market when more fertile markets are available elsewhere. The message is clear. Master the fundamental principles of investing, and they can be applied anywhere. Now, the big question everyone has is how you actually do this successfully from a distance. Greene breaks it down, focusing heavily on systems, technology, and most importantly, your team. Successfully investing out of state, as David Greene meticulously details, isn't about luck. It's about the deliberate construction of robust systems and an absolutely reliable team on the ground. This is where much of the book's immense practical value lies. He talks a lot about leveraging technology. The internet has obviously changed the game, allowing investors to research markets, find deals using tools like Zillow or Rentometer, check public records, school ratings, crime stats, and even manage properties almost entirely sight unseen. He's a big fan of video walkthroughs, detailed photos, and using apps for everything from mortgage calculations to secure document signing. But even more critical than tech is building what he calls your core 4 team. Your deal finder, usually an investor-savvy real estate agent or wholesaler. Greene calls this the absolute most crucial piece of your business. Your lender, finding investor-friendly lenders, often through credit unions or strong referrals who understand your strategy. Your property manager, and PM. He argues, and I tend to agree, that for long-distance investing, a good PM isn't a luxury. It's a requirement. They are your operational arm, handling everything from tenant screening to maintenance and evictions. Your contractor. This is often the toughest piece, especially for remote rehabs like those we discussed in episode 48. Greene stresses detailed bids, thorough vetting, and clear communication with video updates. Greene provides some really practical rules of thumb for initial market screening. Many of you have heard of the 1% rule, the idea that a property should rent for at least 1% of its purchase price monthly to likely cash flow. It's a great first filter. He also discusses the 70% rule for flips. Your max offer should be 70% of the after repair value minus rehab costs. and the 50% rule as a rough estimate for operating expenses. These aren't ironclad laws, but they're useful starting points for your deal analysis. So, what are the big takeaways for a real estate investor from David Greene's long-distance real estate investing? If we were to distill Greene's philosophy for long-distance success into our MST, Mindset, Strategies, and Tools framework, it would look something like this. Mindset, you need to embrace a borderless investing mindset, believing opportunities exist nationwide, prioritize data over gut feeling, especially in unfamiliar markets, and critically view your team as your greatest asset, adopting a true partnership mentality. Strategies, employ a market-agnostic selection process based on hard data. Systematically build and manage your remote core 4 team. Aggressively leverage technology for research, communication, and management. And standardize your rehab and management protocols for efficiency. Tools. Your key tools are online research platforms, MLS, Zillow, Rentometer, BiggerPockets, robust communication tech, video conferencing, project management apps, essential financial and legal documents, scopes of work, lease agreements, and most importantly, your Core 4 team members themselves. They are your eyes and ears on the ground. Now here's your challenge today. If you feel limited by your local market, I challenge you to pick one potential out-of-state market you've heard about. Spend 20 minutes today doing some very preliminary online research. Check Zillow for prices, Rentometer for potential rents. Does it initially seem to have better price-to-rent ratios than your area? This isn't about making a decision, just about opening your mind to the possibilities that lie beyond your zip code. And as always, if this review of long-distance real estate investing has piqued your interest, please subscribe to the 5-Minute Prime podcast, share it with a fellow investor looking to expand their horizons, and leave us that review. You can find more resources at reiprime.com.